Police are investigating following a number of incidents that occurred on Chelsea Beach yesterday evening. It is believed a group of youths were involved in 3 separate incidents on the beach between 9:30 and 10 p.m. Investigators have been told a number of swimmers were in the water when the group approached their unattended belongings on the beach. A male swimmer confronted the group and was assaulted before they fled, taking mobile phones and purses. A short time later, the group approached 3 men. They assaulted a 28-year-old man and stole his mobile phone. The other 2 men, aged 25 and 30 years, were also assaulted. The final incident occurred when the group approached a 19-year-old man sitting on the beach. He was struck in the head with a glass bottle and taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and I understand he's received some stitches and is recovered well. 2 other victims were treated by the ambulance at the scene for minor injuries. A yellow plastic cricket bat was also used during the assault. Kingston Crime Investigation Units are investigating all incidents and are appealing for any witnesses to contact Crime Stoppers. We're also interested in anyone that has any footage that they've taken from their mobile phones on the night down at the Chelsea foreshore. The offenders were perceived to be of African in appearance and aged in their late teens or early 20s. No arrests have been made at this stage, but we are following some good inquiries this morning, and we expect there will be some very swift action that will be taken. Anyone with information, again, is please urged to contact Crime Stoppers. We need the public's help with this. There was an earlier incident that occurred on the beach, and that started over an argument around some jet ski usage. That is a separate incident to what's occurred later in the night with the assaults and the robberies. And we'll be working with the local council around that incident earlier in the day, around the sort of the jet ski issue and the public amenity of that area to ensure that doesn't happen again. Questions?
There was also talks of a fight between 2 groups earlier around 6 o'clock. Is that to do with the jet skis as well, or something different?
That's correct, and they were separate groups, and we increased our numbers of police at that time, and we were able to calm that group down, and everything essentially seemed to be quite peaceful on the beach before these other incidents occurred. But we are very confident they're separate and not the same people.
What time did the public order response police arrive roughly?
So we had the call of the issues on the beach around 6 p.m, and we had police there shortly after to deal with that issue.
How do you describe the incidents of the swimmers being robbed and assaulted? It's obviously a warm night, they're just going about their thing, and this is what's happened.
Look, we are so disturbed by it. In fact, those 3 first victims had been working hard all day in the heat and have gone down, as we all should in this lovely country of ours, to enjoy the beach. To see this occur really has disturbed us deeply, and we will be working even harder to ensure it doesn't. And we do not want people not going to the beach. It's one of the most important parts of our wonderful culture that we have in this country, and we will ensure that we keep reviewing our work in this area, because it is an emerging issue, so that we can make our beaches safe.
But what do you think has motivated these offenders to get violent? What do you think has motivated them, and what have the victims told you about that?
So what we do know is, on hot nights traditionally for many years, we have people out. When we've got more public out, often, we will have trouble when we have different people coming together. So, I think issues with youth is nothing new, but in terms of the dynamics of today's environment with videos and mobile phone contact, things are changing, and we quickly need to respond to those changes.
Do you think it's concerned coming into New Year's Eve that there's going to be more of this type of behaviour?
We are very confident with the resources that we have and the planning that's done for New Year's Eve that everyone will have an enjoyable New Year's Eve as they have done over many years.
What will be done at Chelsea Beach?
Well, Chelsea Beach will see doubling resources just for tonight, absolutely. And going forward, we'll be rethinking through our Operation Summer Safe that we're running around how we better place our members in a preventative and proactive way to prevent something like this from happening ever again.
Some of the residents there say they're feeling a bit sort of scared and fed up. What do you say to the people there, the residents and families who want to go visit Chelsea Beach?
And I can absolutely imagine how they're feeling right now, and what I would say to them and I put my hand on my heart, that we will be working very hard with local council and using all our police to give them and allow them to enjoy the environment that they live in.
What can you tell us about the person who was attacked with a beer bottle? Was that an unprovoked attack?
They were all unprovoked attacks.
Do you think it's maybe opportunistic, the fact that these people are swimming and then maybe the teens have thought, let's steal their things? It's obviously wasn't planned or anything. What's your thought on that?
Well, that's always challenging with groups of youth when they come together around whether they've planned to go to the beach for that purpose or it's an opportunistic thing, and that will sort of all become evident as the investigation unfolds.
And have you got an inkling on who might have done this? Have you had many issues with the people of that description in the area?
At this point, given it's a beach area and a hot night, we've got people that have probably come from many different suburbs. So that's going to be the challenge now for the investigators to identify who they are.
Is alcohol or drugs believed to be a factor in any of the attacks?
I've got no information to say that alcohol's involved. We do know that it's an alcohol-free zone in that area. Police had conducted a sweep for alcohol earlier in the evening and we had no issues around that. But yet again, we'll find out more as the investigation unfolds.
So Sharon, just lastly, when you say doubling of the police presence tonight, is that sort of just foot patrols?
Absolutely, towards the beach. So the focus on the beach on another hot evening, and we want people to go down and enjoy the beach.